I've started making my way over to practice in the morning with the boys. I think this will be my second one. Well, my second one since I got laid off, I guess. I went to one last week after school, but I just need to get more footage to basically hoard for the archive. So later on, in maybe like 2 months or so, when we start releasing these videos, we'll have a bunch of stuff to throw out there. Just kind of a look back at, you know, preparing for the season and whatnot. I really would like to do some sit down interviews with either some of the coaches or some of the kids, especially kids who like maybe missed part of the season due to injury. Like there was one kid we definitely could have used in the playoffs that had gotten hurt before we got to the semifinals and all of that stuff. So, or even one kid who missed the majority of the season and came back right before we went into district play and things like that. So yeah, I would like to kind of incorporate some of that stuff in there, and I just keep in my head, I'm thinking Netflix documentary style, which I've never done before, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do think that I want to sit a couple people down just with a few, you know, open-ended questions. It's a lot harder with the kids because they're used to being on camera, but they're not used to being like flat out interviewed on camera in like a serious setting, you know what I mean? So we'll see what I can you know, work into the footage basically. But I hit my snooze too many times this morning, and it was like 6:27 when I realized it, and I would have liked to be at the gym at 6:45, but it's 6:52 right now. They're gonna be in there until at least 7:45, so I'll get almost an hour of stuff, you know, before they stop. So, and luckily I don't really have much stuff to like set up. I can just go in there and kind of like get to work. So that's what I'll do. I kind of think I might want to switch lenses. I never filmed basketball with the longer lens, but I kind of want to do it. I don't know. It's okay to try new stuff. I'm sure I can make it work. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll shoot with the 70 to 200 lens instead of the 35 to 150. But they got a school bus stopped up there. One more school bus to get by, and I can go. If only I had been out here 20 minutes earlier, man, I wouldn't have to deal with none of this. I'm telling you. Let's see who want to get mic'd up today. If anybody, but hopefully somebody. Only got 2 choices. I'm definitely not micing up the kids. They're too sweaty for all that. You want mic? Thank you. 6:59. On the alley screen, I'm not sending chains east west. I don't want. Well, I was there for almost an hour. And I think I got some good stuff today. I think I'm gonna go home and make me a little smoothie bowl or something. And edit this video, put it in my little archive, and go on about the rest of my day, you know? No other real plans. These kids got cars. I would not want to be on the road with them, buddy. Ooh, it's scary when teenagers start driving this though. It stinks inside this trash can. I'm putting bleach and then I'm putting Dawn. It needs just bleach, probably. My God. It just smells like the poops of Otto's past. It smells terrible in there. My God. I know it's trash, but Jesus. It's just gonna have soapy residue in it. It's 10 o'clock and I've already finished editing my video for today. And I think I really need to look at getting a gallery together for when I do other sports or just basketball at like other schools. So like, let's say other sports. Today, if I want to go to the volleyball game later today, and if I take pictures and somebody wants those pictures later, I can go ahead and get those on the gallery. And I can even set it up to where they could buy prints from the gallery. And that's a way to make a little bit of money. So I want to look into that today, make that, a priority, getting that together. Because that's another way. That's kind of like drop shipping, like how I do with my regular website. I don't have to keep anything on hand, and they can order it online and they can get it shipped to them when it gets shipped to them, you know? So I want to look into that today. So I'm gonna get started on that soon, but I think I might go see about making myself a little smoothie bowl or something. So and then I can come back to my desk and focus on this. So I got almond milk, peanut butter, and chocolate jello pudding mix, and frozen bananas. And then on top, I'll put some granola. This might be too many bananas. It'll be thick though. On top, I'll put some granola. And I'm gonna cut up a few fresh strawberries. Yeah, that might be too much, but we're gonna go with it. Because at this point, this is an entire meal replacement, so I'm okay with it being a little too much. That looks good enough. It doesn't look as chocolatey as I was expecting it to. Oh yeah, these strawberries about to be on their way out the door, so I need to eat these. Yeah, this is a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and run some water in this real quick and get some soap. And I'll come back and finish cleaning this when I'm done eating. Can't forget my granola. Big pieces of granola. It used to not be so like clumpy. When I worked at Jamba Juice, I used to like to blend granola into my smoothie, and it made the thickest smoothies. It made it really filling too. Back in the day, that was like a whole lifetime ago, man. Whole lifetime. All right. I've been working on this event gallery situation. God, why is everything a situation? I use the word situation for every situation, but I've been working on the event gallery thing, and I went ahead and kind of tweaked a few things, and then I put a gallery on there. There's a gallery that's live from the event I did this past weekend, just to have it on here. So like if I do an event with them again, and any parent asks me about any pictures or anything, I can send them to this website, and they'll also be able to see that I have a previous event on there from this too. And like later today, if I go do this volleyball game, I'm going to just go ahead and put the volleyball pictures up here too. And there's a watermark on the stuff. So like the watermark has my handle. It has @RelMyers on the watermark. And I disabled free downloads. If you want to download a picture, you got to pay something. Or you can buy the whole gallery, or you can buy prints or whatever. But this is what I'm gonna do, especially if I'm going to something like this volleyball game where I don't have some sort of deal worked out with the coaches, where the coaches are paying me, then I'm not just like, oh, hey, send me this picture, and then send the kid the picture. We're gonna be taxing. This school year, we're gonna be taxing. I don't have a regular day job right now. I often operate under first one's free, right? I go do this, that, whatever. I'm like, yo, don't worry about it. First one's on the house, okay? I'm looking at all of last year now as first one's on the house. That's done. I'm not just casually sending over now, and this doesn't apply to the basketball team because I work with the basketball team and their coaches. We have a package put together between me and the coaches. So it doesn't apply to what's going on with the basketball team, and if their parents want, like, you know, stuff, which I have sold to their parents. I've sold a lot of videos to their parents too, not so much pictures and stuff, but this will be for like when I go to those girls basketball games at another school on the other side of town, like that kind of thing. The parents can go in and kind of just pick what they want, but I will be compensated for it. So the price is up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. We got to level some things up. So that's just one way that I'm going to be trying to look at, you know, squeezing some more out of what I'm putting in, basically. So, but it's already past 1 o'clock. I need to look at making a sandwich or something. But that's where I'm at with it. So I think that what I set out to do today, I accomplished. At some point, I need to edit some video. I've got a lot of videos stored on this camera that I need to go ahead and start editing. So I'll start moving those files over and then figure out what I'm going to put in my belly. I'm heading into this volleyball game. I just parked over here by the practice football field. I'm getting ready to go in here and take some pictures. Hopefully I can make a couple bucks. And then enjoy the rest of my night. I was not expecting to leave out of there and there still be some daylight, but volleyball is a little hype, man. Like, the student section was so loud. I don't think that it's been like that at all for the boys basketball. But the majority of the student section today was the girls basketball team cheering on the girls volleyball team, which, you know, I guess it makes sense. They're all friends, but that was fun. But I got like close to 1,000 pictures, so I have a lot to look through. It's not gonna take me like super long, because it's not going to need like heavy editing or anything, but I do have 1,000 pictures, and that's more than I would ever have. But it's JV and varsity. The majority of them came from varsity. But I think I got a lot of good stuff. So for my first volleyball game, or at least my first one since like high school, which at this point was like 20 years ago, I think everything came out good though. I'm excited to see what they look like.